They were dangerous. He's found the diamonds, but it seems too late. Charlie's setting his trap and he's stepping in. Oh, come on. You got the loot. Why blow it now?
But there's only one true woman inside.
Well, looky here, Charlie. Just wake it up.
Hell, I'm in it.
I must have hit him pretty hard. Sorry, mister.
Where are the diamonds?
Where they always are.
In the pack were the clubs, hearts, and spades.
Well, if it's not your average whodunit novel, it's certainly not your average film shoot.
In fact, it's a brand new form of computer game. Game producers, Beam Software, are taking video and turning it into computer images for a full live-action video game on CD-ROM.
Louise Creel stood 5'6" and 8.7 on the Richter scale. She had legs that wouldn't quit, and I couldn't quit looking at her. I figured she'd be exhausting to be around.
Action!
In the game, it's the player that becomes the detective.
The very same. Now hand over the diamonds.
And solves the mystery by making selections from a number of options.
There are no rules, so we're setting them, which is kind of fun. Yeah, that's kind of fun. We are working out, in fact, the benchmark for doing a project like this.
It's got all the classic elements of the genre. Hitmen, diamonds, guns and gals.
And instead of really telling a story once upon a time, you set up a situation. Here's the environment, here are the elements, you guys make a story with it. So it has to be a very robust plot which can survive 1,000 people mangling it. And when we write a computer game, we have to allow for all the options that a players may wish to explore.
Action!
Where a conventional detective movie script might take 100, 120 pages to script, this one, The Dame Was Loaded, it's taking some 600 pages. And the difference is simply all the different interactive options you have to shoot.
Woman exposes expressions and poses, making men think she's got nothing to hide. Day and night.
The biggest challenge for actors in this is that everything is directed to a lens, to a camera, because the whole thing is the point of view of the game player.
It's locked.
Beam put together this demonstration model of The Dame Is Loaded and took it to conventions around the world.
I'm looking for Dan Small.
You won't find him here, Mr. Anger. But come on in. Handsome strangers are all too rare these days.
We are required technically to shoot differently. We did many tests with videotape, which was then digitized into the computer to check on how the computer read lighting setups, colors, patterns, pans, tilts, whip pans, crash zooms. We actually did a whole lot of tests to see how the computer copes with a variety of imagery and use of that imagery.
Mr. Anger, is this a present?
Yeah. So we've got all our...
To get it right, however, constant collaboration between film and computer teams goes on.
Let's get those. And I want to hit him, Charlie, in right, tight on his mouth too.
The other thing about this particular production is that we have a limited allocation of actual moving footage, and then a lot of time we cut to stills. So all of the shots we take are scientifically examined. We've allowed exactly 2 seconds to knock on this door. We've allowed exactly 10 seconds for this conversation. So all of the film footage is very tight, very jealously guarded.
Oh, I love that one. Let's just do another one. We'll do it all quicker. Beautiful, beautiful. 31 seconds.
Everyone's very excited, but they're also nervous because it is completely new. It doesn't work in the traditional film language, and it doesn't work in the traditional computer programming language. With computer programming, you can go back in and fix things. With film, you don't have to do these little takes and make sure that objects are separated from each other so you can sprite them in and out.
Play sound.
Crucial to the success of this project has been Beam's world-leading advancements in compressing film images to fit on CD-ROMs.
This clip, instead of taking up 46 megabytes, takes up 2 megabytes.
You're talking a real 20th of
Yes, that's correct, and yet there's really no discernible difference in the image quality.
And that's what you're aiming to do with the Dame is loaded?
Yes, it's exactly the same system. So what we need to do to get video off a CD-ROM, we need to shrink the video information by a factor of 100. The main difference about our compression system is that it will run on the lower-end machines. So people with a fairly typical PC can actually use our compression system and get good results.
I must have hit him pretty hard. Sorry, mister.
We have a limited number of colours, and in shading areas the computer will tend to band them. Also, if a frame of imagery has very few colours in the spectrum, it will say, oh, well, this is good, there's only greens and yellows. Now, if a woman was standing there with skin tone and red lips, it seems to average out what it thinks the important colours are. So that can be very interesting, because that really looks horrible, green lips on a woman.
Have you got the diamonds?
Where are the diamonds?
They're either at my office, down at the docks, or at Jake's place. Down at the docks?
That's all for tonight. Next week, a special report on telephone charges. We look at who's really paying for the superhighway. See you then.
Over the past decade, there's been a quiet revolution in telecommunications technology. It's been quiet because the federal government and the telephone companies have got plenty of reasons not to tell you about it.